This beautiful little plant is called a snowdrop, and I want to use a snowdrop to teach you about the different parts of a plant and also a phrasal verb today. The phrasal verb is to stem from, and it's used quite a lot in English, and it means something happens as a result of something else, or something comes from something else. So you could say a good knowledge of the English language stems from, comes from, or is a result of lots of hard work and study. Or you could say a healthy body stems from exercise and a good diet. So that's our phrasal verb. So the parts of the plant, first, I want to teach you. The first one is leaves. So the plural of leaf, one leaf with an F, many leaves. So the spelling is different and the pronunciation. So one leaf with an F, leaf, many leaves. And leaves is the same pronunciation as to leave. So if the noise doesn't stop, I will leave the party. So it's the same pronunciation. So snowdrops have long, thin, pointed leaves. The other part is the stem. So the stem is this part here. That's the stem. And this is where the phrasal verb comes from, because the flower comes from the stem. So we could say the flower stems from the plant. It comes from, or the flower happens as a result of the plant growing. So that's the stem. And the end of the plant here, the end of the stem, we have the petals. So you can see the snowdrop has 3 petals. 1, 2, 3 petals. So that's the parts of the plant. Underneath here, this is the ground. So the soil, this is the ground. If we're inside the house, then we say the floor. Outside the ground, to step on the ground, to sit on the ground. If we're inside a building or the house, we say the floor, to sit on the floor, to stand on the floor. So another little plant I want to show you here. This is called a daisy. Now, many of you will have daisies where you live. It's a very common garden flower, a very common flower to find in parks also. And the daisy has many petals. You can see all the white petals there. And the petals surround the central part of the flower. The yellow colour in the centre is pollen. And that's where we get allergies from often, from the pollen from flowers and from trees. So I'm going to pick this little daisy. Oh, there we are. And I'll show you the stem. So the daisy has a very short stem. I feel quite bad now for picking that. And that verb to pick, we use it if we pick a flower. It means we select. So I'm going to pick this flower. I'm going to pick it. I'm going to select this flower and pick it. We use that same verb to pick to select something. So I could say there were a lot of different types of cookies, but I picked the chocolate cookies. That's where it comes from, to pick, to select. So this phrasal verb to stem from, if you remember, it means to come or to happen as a result of something. So another example of to stem from is this lovely dinner that I've cooked stems from me following the recipe correctly. That doesn't happen very often. I'm a terrible cook. So to stem from, what else? Being able to pronounce words correctly in English stems from careful listening. So we have to listen carefully to know how to pronounce the word. So correct pronunciation stems from good listening skills. And that's the phrasal verb to stem from. We do use it in business English. We could say that the problem stemmed from bad organisation, or the deal fell through and the reason the deal fell through stemmed from the team not working together properly. So it can be used in a negative and a positive way.